Today we have powers going to other powers. So I'll do one a little bit longer way just so you understand where the rule comes from. But then once I give you the rule, it speeds it up dramatically. So if I have x squared cubed, that means that I have a pair of x's. This x squared means there's two of them. But if I go cubed, that means I have a triple group of them. So this 3 means 3 groups. 2 means each group has 2. And as you can see, if you do that, grand total there is 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which lends you to probably realize that the quickest way to do this, when powers go to powers, is to just multiply the powers. So if I have x to the 6th, and I send that to the 7th, what I'd end up with is 42 x's for the power, because 6 times 7 is 42. We're looking to just multiply the exponents to make a new exponent. So this, for the x's, 5 and squared, we'd be up to 10, because I need to multiply those numbers. If I throw in a coefficient, that's a little different. Okay, so what we just need to do is normal math there. On multiply day, you might remember we multiplied. On dividing day, we try to divide. For powers day, we just need to do the powers for this number. We need to just do out 3 to the 2nd power like we have earlier in the year. 3 to the 2nd power means 3 times 3, but there's 2 of them there. 3 times 3 gets me a 9. So if I want to do this one with the coefficient of 5 going to the 3rd power, I need to do 5 times 5 times 5. 5 gets multiplied over and over again. There's 3 of them there. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5, you might need to take a side trip and do that out. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the 2. We're going to end up with 125 there from 5 times 5 times 5. The x is where we multiply the powers to make a new power of 18. So if we go to do this next one, the x part's probably easier, because multiply the powers is 35. The coefficient in front we need to do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. There are 5 2's there. If you need to write that out, you can then write it out. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 again is 8, times 2 again is 16, times 2 again would come up with a 32. If you lost your comfort there, give up when you're not comfortable and do it in groups. 2 times 2 is 4, you're still comfortable. Times 2 is 8, you're still comfortable. Maybe you just write down the 8 so far. This other 2 times 2 is 4. You're still comfortable with 8 times 4 to get 32 that way. Maybe you group it and you feel more comfortable and keep getting bigger and bigger all the time. This, I erase the coefficient, and as always, it's a 1. I skip the exponent, as usual, that's a 1. 1 should be your favorite coefficient, because 1 to the 5th, 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, you could multiply 1 times 1 all day, and it's still a 1. So you could either write a 1, or you could just leave that invisible and not even write the 1. Your call. For the x's, we need to get to 10. 2 times 5 is 10. For the y's, we need to get to 15. 3 times 5 is 15. For the z's, we want to get to 5, because 1 times 5 is 5. And that's what today is about. There isn't a video tomorrow. Tomorrow is a practice test to just review the week. Adding when we multiplied that day. We subtracted when we divided the next day. Today is largely multiplying the powers. Put those 3 together. That's tomorrow's paper. If you have questions, email me.